Hello everybody and welcome to My Hero Academia Season 4, Season Finale, Episode 25 Anime Review, aka, hey actually Endeavour's alright, he's not that bad. That's what this episode was. Basically, Hawks is pretty cool too. Yeah, it was good. One thing that this season has done really well, I know people have complained about the drop off in animation and whatever else, but when it matters, like for the big things like the school festival performance and the Deku versus Overhaul and then this episode as well, for the big awesome moments they pull it out of the bag. That is something I'm not going to ever try and take away from them. And it felt like it was differently animated this week. Don't know if that was just me that thought that. It was really crisp and really smooth. So there's that. Anyway, I guess before we get to the episode, we'll talk about the big thing. Season 5 announced. Is anybody surprised? Because I was not surprised in the slightest. I would assume that it's going to be early 2021. Yeah, it won't be this year. Early 2021 is my guess for when Season 5 will begin. Don't know what it's going to cover. Haven't read the manga. So yeah, anyway. Let's get into the episode, how this is going to work. I'm going to go through the episode. And then at the end, I will give my overall thoughts on the season as a whole, so that should be good. Anyway, let's jump into the episode. We open up with life with the Todorokis. We have Mama Todoroki, Sister Todoroki, and Brother Todoroki. Can you tell I didn't learn any of their names? It's whatever. Basically talking about how Endeavor's the #1 now, and he's a bad man. And then Mama Todoroki is like, no, he was a bad man, but he brings me flowers, so it's fine. And it's just like, no, he's not a good guy. How are we going to redeem Endeavour? I mean, he's going to try. Is essentially what this whole episode put in. It's like, yeah, he might have been a bit of an asshole before, but now he's going to keep on trying, which that's admirable. Don't think he's got enough good he can do to undo all the bad. But hey, as long as he keeps trying, go on Endeavour. Anyway, then he fights the Nomu. It can talk, it can regenerate, it can do a lot of things. Fly as well is the thing it can do. Cool fight, my note just say. It was a pretty awesome fight. I already said how the animation looked different and nicer. So yeah, that was that. Hawks saves people in the damaged part of the building with his feathers. He's pretty cool. He's got a cool power. Seems kind of broken, but then they balanced it. So like, nah, you can't fly when there's more out. So it's like, okay, whatever. It's still pretty cool. Like Hawks' ability a lot. They blow up the top of the building, and then loads of smaller Nomus come out and start going after the people. So Hawks goes to stop them while Endeavour stays with the big one. Figures out this Nomu can think. It's got a brain that it can use. That's dangerous. Endeavour's overheated. Keeps going though. And then we see a brief flashback, which is something I'm going to quickly touch on, because in this brief flashback we see 3 Todoroki siblings. However, Shoto's not there, as in our Todoroki, Freeze Flame Todoroki. There's a third one with just red hair, and I don't think we've met him yet. And he's not with the others, he doesn't show up this episode. Who the hell is this new Todoroki? I guess he'd be the third. Yeah, like in age-wise, he's the third Todoroki. Who is he? Who is this man or boy? It was a while ago, he might be a man now. Who is he, I'm assuming it's going to be important because they wouldn't just put it in there and then not mention it unless it's deliberate. So I'm guessing it's somewhat important. Anyway, max flamage prominence burn on the thing. However, the Nomu cut its own head off to survive, and then it takes Endeavour down, stabs him like through the face. Or maybe it was a cut. He hits him pretty hard is basically what I'm trying to say. We see everybody watching, like all the main characters, all the Todorokis. I don't think Mama Todoroki's watching though, because she doesn't have a TV. But everyone else, they're watching and it's like, damn, this is not good. Including our boy Shoto Todoroki. He grits his teeth. He must be so confused. He must not know what to think at this point. Because he's still not on great, he's on better, but not great terms with his dad. But it's still his dad. Don't want his dad to die no matter what. I don't know. It's a hell of a situation, and oh no, Endeavour, how's he going to come back from this? He's still fighting despite being... he lost an eye, it looked like, that's not good. brother Todoroki doesn't get why he's fighting, and insists Todoroki's just like, he's got to do it. And it's like, alright, fair enough. Nomu starts going after the civilians, a panic breaks out, and that one kid, I think it's the same kid from earlier, the one that was like a fanboy of him, is like, look, he's still fighting. And then Endeavour is literally, he's shooting himself forward. He can't move his body, but he's using his flames to move himself forward. That was pretty cool. Dedication. Love it. Hawks helps him out a little bit. And then we see a bit of Hawk's backstory. Basically, when he was a kid, yeah, because he's quite young, he was like, he looked at all the heroes, and Endeavour was the only one that was trying to actually get better than All Might. So he's like, you're the only one that can not take his place, but fill the void, so to speak, you know, of All Might. So that's why he's helping out, basically. Hawks is a smart guy, it turns out. Endeavour gets a really good hit in. Hawks uses his feathers to like back him up as well. However, it wasn't enough. Then Hawks sends them, with the charred remains of the feathers, he sends them both up really high, and Endeavour does a plus ultra flame blast move, and incinerates the Nomu. Rip Nomu, you put up a good fight. And then at the end, he does the where he's standing, he puts his arm up, like, I mean, like, most of them are probably done. It's probably a universal sign for I win, bitch. So there's that. Endeavour won, everyone is relieved. It kind of ended kind of abruptly. Like, he had his arm raised, and then Deku was like, we're the ones that will take the future. Okay, see you next time, bye. And then it went to the credits. I was like, oh, okay. But post-credits scene, let's get on to that, because Endeavour wins, good stuff. Post-credits scene. So Deku has a dream, and he dreams of all the other One for All users, except All Might, I guess, because he's still alive. That would make sense. But no, he sees all of them, and then the first one like touches his hand. We see All for One there as well, I think. The first user touches his hand, and then he wakes up and he's smashed his window. So, you know, alright, first One for All guy. You don't need to smash Deku's window. Window? That's not a cool thing to do. Why would you do that? And then it ends in a good old to be continued in Season 5, which, as I've already said, will probably be early next year. Maybe this time, maybe January? How long was the gap between 3 and 4? I can't remember. I think it was 9 months. So in 9 months, I guess, which would be January. That's my official prediction. Although they've not got a movie to do, so maybe it would be shorter. Don't know. I just don't know on that one. Anyway, that was the end of this week's episode. I thought for finale, it definitely brought the hype. Endeavour, the fight was awesome and everything. As I said, it sort of ended a little abruptly at the end, but whatever. There's more coming, you know, I'm not too bothered. The fight was pretty damn awesome. I'm still a bit, not nervous, don't really want to like Endeavour, considering he's done bad things. But as long as they don't suddenly try and act like we should be like we are sort of the Todorokis, if that makes sense, because then we know the bad things he's done as well. So as long as they're not all going to start being like, oh yeah, you're alright now. I'm alright with like, okay, let's work on this, you know, that's alright. But I don't want them suddenly being all buddy-buddy. That would be not cool, and it would be a bit jarring, honestly. But honestly, I think they will go down the way where they're like, okay, you're trying to do good. We'll work on this as well. We'll move forward, you know. And I think that's how they should do it. Hawks, hopefully he shows up again, because he's cool. He's got cool powers and everything, and he's a smart dude who cares about the future, so he's good too. The Nomu, we don't really know what's up with the Nomu. We probably should have learned a bit more about it. That would have been helpful. But hey, next season, I guess, we'll learn more. Yeah, as a finale, I thought it actually worked quite well. You know, it didn't really focus on the main characters, but that's fine. You know, not every episode needs to. This little mini arc with Hawks and Endeavour, 2 episodes, it was fine, weren't it? It was just fine. Anyway, let's get on with the overall season thing. I'll go quite quick because I mean a lot of what I've said has been, what I'm going to say, has been said a lot before. So yes, the animation, I don't think it's been terrible. I mean, there have been points where you look at it and you're like, hang on a minute, that's not great. Like obviously the Lemillion episode, whatever that was, it was just a lot of stills, which, you know, I noticed it when I was watching it, didn't really want to point it out because I was like, oh, maybe, you know, but everyone else was like, this is an outrage, which of course they were. But as I said at the beginning, where it mattered, I think the animation was good. That's what I'll say. Like, overall, it might be a bit lacking. Nothing awful, by the way. Nothing like nothing that's an absolute turn off. But yeah, where it mattered, like the festival performance, the Deku versus Overhaul, and then this episode, the big moments, I think it was good. Also, the Sun Eater and Red Riot episodes were good as well. I remember them; they were good also. But yeah, I liked the Overhaul arc. Definitely the second half of it. The first half of it was a big old setup. That was long. That was a long setup and pretty much nothing. But then when they got going, it was pretty damn good. School Festival, I liked the last 3 episodes of School Festival, I think. Before that, it was really you know, I was trying to like it more than I actually was. Last 3 episodes, so Deku versus Gentle to the last one, thought that was good. And then this mini arc, it's not been long enough for it to be too bad, honestly. It's 2 episodes. I've enjoyed it quite much. It might be the arc I've enjoyed the most this season. Consistently. Like, the heights of the other 2 are definitely higher, but so are the lows, you know. This one was pretty consistently alright. Pretty alright to good. But yeah, this season, people have said it's much worse. I'm not going to agree with that. I think it might be a little bit of burnout. See what I did there? Burnout, Endeavour. Because they do release them quite frequently this season, this series. So maybe they should take a longer break. Eventually they're going to run out of manga things to do. So then they're going to have to take a break. And then when it comes back, it'll be a big, oh, it's back, yeah! That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Don't know how much, you know, we got left in the manga from where we are. Haven't looked it up. But who knows? The manga readers, that's who know. Will season 5 be a 25? Will it only be a 12? I think we've got enough for a 25. I remember briefly looking up whereabouts we were a few weeks ago, so I don't remember exactly, but I remember sort of. Anyway, yeah, I've enjoyed this season. I feel like it might just be the fact that it's, you know, the loud minority complaining. I think it's been alright, to be honest. I think it's been completely fine. But anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. Check out everything else. Check out what I'm watching this next coming season. There'll be reviews for all of them and it'll be good. I will see you in whatever you decide to watch next. And bye, guys.